Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Clearing Out Backyard Forest for the Greater Good. Today is Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, and yesterday we did a decent amount of work, and I'm looking forward to continuing that today. We're not going to be clearing anything out today, considering we cleared out a lot, like way too much in the past week or two, not just week. And so I'm thinking that maybe we can just fix up what we've already done this year in the forest. I have a garden, maybe I can clean it out a little bit. I'm not talking about the main garden, I'm talking about a bonus garden I made earlier this year. It's got a couple of weeds in there, and maybe we can weed whack today to help die down the plants and everything that are over the trail, on the trail, and things like that. And then, yeah, yesterday I mentioned the temperature in the area was reaching fall. Yes, yesterday was fall temperature, and I'm expecting maybe the next couple days to be fall temperatures. But today was one of the warmer days out of the two. It wasn't necessarily just because of the high temperature. Today's high temperature is the exact same as yesterday's was, but I think it's a little more humid today. But it was the low temperature I was taking a look at. Today's low temperature was 65, which is way above average. The reason it was 65 today is because of the rain that we had earlier throughout the day. That made it, keep the same temperatures that it was around through yesterday and this morning. And now, although it may be the same temperature it was yesterday, it's kept that humidity throughout the rest of the day since the sun started baking in the area. I do want to show you, I'm not going to instantly do the thing where I'm walking down there. I do want to show you a couple things quickly in the entrance area, and then we will get to the walking over to the hill. So let's do that real quickly. I've never actually taken a moment to look at the entrance. Recently I did plant, except ignore that. I did not do that. That just fell. I recently did plant a bunch of grass over in this area to make it look better. It was kind of a big dead area, and we used to have a bunch of raspberries in the area, but sadly parents decided it'd be a good idea to get rid of them. I don't agree with them on that one. Here's the entering the forest sign we have right here. You can see the warmest month is July at 86 degrees, the coldest month is January at 37 degrees. You can see creeks, hills, and rocks in the area, and this is the northernmost country in the forest. You can also take a look down there. This is downtown Sea Forest. There's your Sea Creek, and there is the entire area of Sea. The entire new area has been redone. For some reason, I don't know if that's animal poop or not. I don't really know what that is. I think it might just be a dead nut that fell from last year. Maybe just landed there and crunched into a bunch of pieces. But we have 5 of those here, 2 of those there, and 2 of those there. I usually would take the area here on my way back up to walk up during the end of the days. We do have a couple solar lights that bring us down here. We have a railing in case you cannot walk down here on your own, but I usually don't need that. It's usually for only people that aren't good at walking on hills, and mainly it was used back when this was much more steep. Go over here, we have one of these tiny blocks down here. Now, if it is raining a bunch, really quickly, a quick stream will come over here, hop into there, and then it'll kind of just continue to the creek. But that happens because of the road. If it rains too much, the road floods, and it brings the passageway here. I have not yet, with my own eyes, witnessed a flooding with that rock happening right there. Maybe it actually just did happen, because you can see that right there is all wet. But the stones up there aren't wet at all. So maybe it did happen today or not. I don't think we had that much rain, though, that would have caused that. Here's the garden I'm not going to be building now, but I will be building, I will be redoing at some point. Yeah, we're not going to be doing this today. It's kind of just sitting here until I feel like doing something with it. And here's a favorite tree of all time. She looks like she's getting ready to, she's pretty good with, I don't know why I'm giving it a gender. But yeah, I like this tree a lot. And you can see a couple of the leaves are dying, but it's not like fall temperature yet. I'll be right back and I'll continue the sign right there. Alright, now I do want to show you the poster I have that mentions about Z's first day of fall. Here it is September 7th, 2026. And also here are a couple animals you can find around the area and cute little description about them. Here's the map. It's been here for a very long time. That's why it's destroyed almost. There was a clear out plan that happened. Kind of. Happened somewhat. The clear out plan, when I first placed that down there, that didn't exist right there. But the Trey Road, what the Trey Lane was supposed to be called. Yes, it exists right here. It's a little roundabout. But it was supposed to go down there where that fallen tree is all the way down there. Where that solar light is behind that is where it was supposed to be. But we changed it to be right there. Here is another one of those signs right there. Alright, it is 5:43 p.m., about 74 degrees outside. I've mentioned this already, I do want to work on clearing out the garden and maybe just clearing out a bit of paths in the meanwhile. I also mentioned yesterday how this area I'm in right now, the tarp, goes way too far back now, so we will have to work on that. I don't know anything else other than that. You will notice the majority of the plants around me are these guys right here. Now these kind of at one point get flowers, and those flowers then turn into beans that spread everywhere. I do not know if the people that live back up there planted these and then they wanted them to kind of just grow, like add nature to the thing, but they might have planted them and they grow everywhere. They have not yet reached down to my forest yet, but they're getting very close. So yeah. They're not difficult to get through. They're very easy to get through. I probably can show you. Yeah, let me grab one. Here's it up close. You can see the kind of leaf pattern we got going on here. Here's one of the beans right here that's kind of disappeared. They have these furry seeds in them so they can glide. And if you ever are out in the wild, or not, just outside in general, and those things people tell you to grab, I think it's from those, they'll tell you to pick them up and then it's like good luck or something. And they'll be flying around the air. That, I'm pretty sure, is what this plant is. Because you can see right here, if I pull out a couple of these guys, they're fuzzy and they glide. That one's gliding very far away from me. Wow. More like 10 feet. But yeah, that one's just on a tripod. Yeah, they glide very far, and there's a bunch of seeds in them in each pod. Here are a couple pods themselves. Here's a pod right here at the end of the stalk. Let's check what's inside of this pod. Last time I picked these up, there's kind of like bugs on it. I don't know if it still is. I don't know. Let's open the pod up and see. Alright. Let's open the pod up and see what we have inside of it right now. I don't know if this is like a dead one or an alive one. It's getting there. It's mainly, okay, yeah. It's getting there, but they need to dry up first. These ones need to dry up before they can actually spread. So now, I just made life spread for that plant much quicker by just me moving them. We do have a couple solar lights we have here. We'll be planting these, putting these in the ground. These are not the ones that I mentioned yesterday that I'd be putting on top of the tarp. I'm pretty sure I can't do that with these, but I will show you. We'll do a little unboxing before we continue the video. Open it up. Here is the solar light itself. We need to actually unbox this fully. And I'll talk. Alright. We've got a bunch of solar lights here. Got an instruction manual, because who needs that, by the way? We have the, let's untangle it. No, actually, I'm not gonna untangle it right now. We have a bunch of these lights, like a bunch of them. And then we have the solar light right here. We're gonna peel the protective layer off, which if I can, I don't know where it is. There we go. Peel the protective layer off. And then we will put this here. Oopsies. Yes, it does. And then we will put this in there. Can you not change the angle that this goes in the ground at? Oh my god, these are annoying. No, you cannot. Alright. That's a little stupid. Can't change the angle, so wherever you put it in the ground at, it has to be directly pointing at the sun. I mean, I guess it is a good angle. It's probably the angle I have it at. Let's take a look at what these lights look like. Let's power on. They are purple. Oh. Here's mode 1. Is that it for that mode? Oh, it's because I had them on my... Alright, here's mode 2. I already have a light set that flashes like that, so we need to get a better one. That's just solid on that color. Oh, no, it's not. Give the animals a seizure. I hate the military planes that do very low flybys in the area. That's that mode. Wait, have it next to my body or else it won't flash. Is there just a solid mode? That's a solid mode. Oh, no, it's not. Odd. Alright, that one. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it's a good mode. Alright, we'll do that mode, I guess. So we'll let these sit out in the sun, suck up a little more light to them before we lay them outside. I was thinking of just kind of laying them in the area around here so that they can kind of just lighten the area up. I do not know how far they will go lengthwise, but we'll see where I want to place them. I want to place them in a spot that I'm not going to be walking in constantly because I did that with a different set of lights and they were annoying. I do want them to be in a spot though that I can see them from the home. I like coming out here in the back porch, back patio at nighttime, and just being able to see the lights at nighttime. So I will need to figure out wherever I place these, they have to be able to see the house, or if I walk outside during nighttime, I can see them from just me going in the yard themselves. I'm sure I can see the yard from wherever I go in this area, but some areas will be better than others, so we'll decide then. But yeah, most of the solar lights down here are not beneficial for the forest themselves, because I do not come down here at nighttime. The solar lights aren't meant for that. They're meant for looks from my backyard. And that's not like clear out the area. I love coming down here, but I do not like coming down here at night. And I have came down here, I would not come down here at all if there were no solar lights down here. But with the inclusion of the solar lights, I like coming down here a little bit more. So I should kind of like them to have the solar lights in an area that's visible. Yesterday, ever since I moved that the light that shines onto the tarp here, it now I can see the reflection from down at the house. It looks like it's kind of like a fire starting because of the reflection from out the tarp. But yeah, I don't know if I want to place this up now. I probably will, so they can suck up a little bit of light before we do that. I will put a time lapse of the area of me doing these, so we'll get to that real quickly. Over here, it looks like a good area where I can do the solar lights at. I can't see the things directly from my balcony, but I can see them from like this chicken pen area. I also do want to reply to a comment real quickly. I want to reply to a comment that happened earlier that I saw. Someone said add a pink corner. I don't know if I want to add a pink corner because I like keeping the natural color of the forest. And if you notice, over here I have this is green right here. My flag color is green. And then like a whole pink corner, I just don't think would look that great. I'm not being mean to the comment or anything, but I don't know if that's just the best idea for the area. And yeah, I like kind of keeping the same color scheme, and pink just wouldn't be that color matching with the area. I don't know if that would look good, especially like in the dead of winter, where everything's brown. Pink wouldn't really match with that. And also, what would I put in the pink corner? If you're watching this video, yeah, I'd like a recommendation back on what the pink corner might have in it. Maybe then I would do it. But yeah, I would just need more of an idea of what a pink corner is. Yeah, we're gonna get started on those lights over there, and then we will cut back to what I'm gonna do next. I swear, if this don't look good at nighttime, I'm gonna crash out because this took a decent amount of time of me just straight up bending over. Goes down to there. Oh, broke. I knew that would happen, and I've been waiting for it to happen any day now. I literally said to myself, just a minute ago, I said, I'm gonna fix this any minute now. And of course, right before I fixed it, that you probably, I don't know if you heard the snap or not, it just snapped. Oh my God. Okay, what I was gonna do is I was gonna tie all these up to that tree right there. I still hope I can do it, but this is gonna be annoying now. All right, whatever. You all should know just how excited I am to fix this tarp again. Let's roll a time lapse, I guess. I was thinking it's me able to do a lot more today, but that tarp alone took so long. I mean, luckily now, if I sit down, wait a minute, if I sit down, I've got a lot above me now. Look at this. Earlier it was to here, and now I put my whole arm up almost. That's awesome. Hopefully it doesn't blow apart in the wind and destroy everything. Took a very long time and used a lot of rope. I'll give you time more quickly and we'll see how long that took. It is 6:45, took about an hour-ish. So we have an hour left of light. I can already tell from just off of right now, the light today seems to be going up a lot earlier than yesterday. The sunset's not a lot earlier, but I think just the scattering of the light from yesterday made it a lot brighter. So today's sunset about 7:54. We'll see. Here's our up view. Woohoo! Pretty. It's not even sunset yet. It just looks like that. Alrighty, individuals. We had to clear out that patch right there. There's some gladiolus in that area. Sorry, oh wow, that's what I usually call them. Gladiolus in that area over there. There's a flower, and they haven't bloomed this year. But I do not want to chop them down just yet. So I'll chop the area around them up. If you do not know where we are right now, we're next to the tent, which is in the valley. So I worked on earlier this year. Hence the gladioluses over there. So we're going to take a little pee break and then I will time lapse me getting rid of that. I know most of this video is mostly time lapses, but I do need to, on my own, just time lapse through these things because today I have more of a work day than a talk day. So let's get started. See you in a minute. All right, so we cleared this out a little bit. There's a bit of lavender around here. Apparently lavender died right there. Here are the gladioluses that have survived. That's actually, wait, that right there is mint. It's very tall. Because I was trying to get around all the invasive plants, which I now have over there, dead. But yeah, this area is kind of cleared out now. Now, earlier this year cleared out this right here and didn't move any of the things or anything, but like, say you got like a lawn chair sitting here, just looking at the creek and everything. This is just such a vibe. Very much a vibe. Like if I clear the tent out, I can just sit here, relax, go over by the fire, make myself some food, go in the tent, go to bed. This time of day, you know how peak that'd be? That'd be awesome. And yeah, looks nice over here. I like this. I like the creek going through here. It looks nice. Yeah, that tree's dead and about to die any day now, I can tell. Same with this one right here. And look at this over here. This, I put a lot of effort into earlier this year, this bench, and you just can't sit on it anymore, else it'll fall. But look at this detail right here. I got two of those, that, and then this floorboard right here is stuck to the top. I thought it would work, but it clearly didn't. So I sat on this. Actually, wait a minute, chat. Chat, we're gonna try this. God. I'm doing it. I'm sitting on the bench. I feel comfortable sitting on this bench. Yeah, that spiderweb got a lot of stuff. That spiderweb got a lot of stuff. Why is my flash on? If you're down in this area, you can see the tree that changes color before everyone else does every single year. That guy right there, he always changes color, and it's one of the trees that I always notice. And I'm like, hey, fall's me coming soon, because that tree right there always changes full color. I'm gonna look into what type of tree that is. This place is actually like an aura farm. Like, I love this area, it's so tough. All right, we are now in downtown Z, and behind me is a bunch of what are they called? Raspberry bushes that are way out on the path that could be chopped down a little bit. Over here we have a bunch of weeds that used to be cleared out, but I don't really care about them that much because I don't need to walk through there. It's kind of just like a wildlife area that the wildlife can just kind of enjoy that area. It's like a wildlife reserve. There's often snakes in there. There's often butterflies, flies, just insects, and I've seen multiple turtles and frogs in that area before, so I just kind of want to keep it like that so that they don't have to deal with that. So we're just gonna chop these guys right here. I'm gonna just record myself normally doing it because it's not that much to do. You heard a crazy angle right now. You're literally sitting on the creek almost. It's like on like a crazy hill. Surprisingly, I can actually. Now this is the main downtown area. This is where everything is. Everything will continue to be. There are what I like to call the two islands over here. They aren't actually islands, but they kind of are. They're like peninsulas. And there are two here that are underneath all of this brush here. And we need to clear that out because it doesn't really look that great. You know, even just trimming it down a little bit is still beneficial to the looks of the area. How the bug spray was supposed to work for 8 hours. What the? I was told that well, I think that the area, although I hardly got rid of anything, it looks better in general. Even just the small tiny bits make the area look better. That looks a lot better, just off a tiny snippet of like this area down here where I got cut just a minute ago. Looks a lot better without the things there. And yeah, although it's not much, I'm still not going to be using that passageway through those islands because recently I've fixed the problem, and I'll mention it to you quickly after I put these quickly down. That was real quickly, all right. In my like 4 years of being down here, I've yet to see a turkey. And on my list I showed earlier to you guys that I made like a really long time ago, that has like the that was cool by the way, that has the animals and how common they are and what they can do to you. I have turkey on there. I don't have turtle on there. I've seen 2 turtles on my list of common things that are in the forest and with likelihood of seeing them, and the description of them are, I have turkey on there. I don't have turtle on there. And I've seen 2 turtles so far this year, but I have yet to see a turkey in 4 years. I've seen 2 turtles in 1 year, but 0 turkeys in 4 years in the forest specifically. Yes, I've seen turkeys everywhere else, but not here in the forest. I swear I heard a gobble. I don't know if it was just someone's phone or something like that. But yeah, I heard a gobble. I hope I see a turkey at some point because I know they can be aggressive sometimes, but I should always see one because they're cool. And I have them on the list as uncommon, not rare. They're uncommon apparently. But considering I thought at the time that turtles were incredibly rare, I didn't even have them on the list. So yeah, clearly turtles are much more common than turkey are in my forest area. 721 is about 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to stop for a minute, doom scroll, and drink my water. The propeller guy I mentioned yesterday, the automatic propeller guy I mentioned that comes out here every day, he's actually out here right now. Today's not the prettiest day to come out here. It's nice out, yes, but there's not many like clouds that would add like a pretty reflection, I don't think. Unless there's something I'm missing, but it's not orange today. Alright, I think we've got a decent amount done today for me to feel accomplished for the day. I don't really know what I'm gonna call this episode because there's not really to really call it. Like I didn't really do that much today. That would have like meaning something. Maybe it's like Tarp fix up or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'll think about name of the video by the end. But yeah, let's get on our exit. It's actually gonna be in that dark as it was yesterday. But let's get on the exit. I will see you once I get to the end. Oopsies, now I gotta fix that. It's incredibly awesome. Here we go. Thank you for watching episode 7 of Clearing Out Backyard Forest to make it look better in the future. Today was a good day. We worked on clearing out the backyard area, and we also worked on just cutting out the area. We fixed the tarp a little bit, which is the main problem today. I think I'm actually going to call this episode another tarp problem, or another tarp issue, because we just have this so often, so I guess I'll do that. Thank you for watching today's video. I will see you on episode 8 tomorrow. Bye-bye.